it's Fortune Frankly and welcome to Fortune Frankly Fridays, where we do DIY home decor and sometimes organization videos. Today I'm filming my intro outside just because inside is very dark and I couldn't let this makeup go to waste. Today we're going to be doing DIYs using clay. 2 of these I'll be using in my new bathroom makeover video that will be coming soon, and one of these is a gift from my mom. So let's not waste any more time and let's get straight into the DIYs. For this first project, we're going to be making a clay ring with a faux plant motif kind of thing. I don't know exactly how to explain it, but you'll see at the end how it came out. This is a really simple and cute DIY. I know I say that for a lot of projects, but this one is nice, for real. For this project, you'll need a small hula hoop, 2 packs of clay, faux plants, wire cutters, and some jute cord. Starting with our hula hoop, we're going to be covering it in clay. So I'm going to just take a small piece of clay, roll it in my hands, roll it on the table so that it makes like a snake. Then I'm going to flatten that snake and apply it to the hula hoop. Now I'm just going to be molding it to the shape of the hula hoop. It doesn't have to be super smooth. When you use your fingers to mold it, it gives it some kind of texture. And you don't have to cover the entirety of the hula hoop. We just want the front and the sides to be covered. Nobody's going to see the back, unless they nosy. When you're putting 2 pieces of clay together, you can simply press down on them so that the line of demarcation disappears. And we're going to do this throughout the entire hula hoop. So I got this clay from the Dollar Tree. I would totally snatch them up if you see it, although it might be hard to find. And one important thing to note, this is just modeling clay that has no drying capabilities. Just know that this will stay pliable for the entirety of your DIY project's lifetime. Once we come almost full circle, we're going to leave a little space at the top, which we'll be covering up later. Now with some jute cord, we're just going to cut a small string so that we can hang our faux plants in the middle. Now the stems were a little too long on these plants, so I'm just going to cut them down with some wire cutters. And I'm using 2 of these branches that I found on Shein. Yes girl, Shein sells home decor. You better get on it. Now I'm going to tie some jute cord around the stems, going in the front and then tying a double knot in the back. Now I'm going to flip the hula hoop around and I'm going to tie the jute cord to the back, just so that the knot ends up in the back and not the front. Now we're just going to take a small piece of clay and fill the gap up that we left. And voila! For project numero 2, we're going to be making some clay pots. And technically not clay pots, but clay accented pots. For this project, you'll need a wine bottle, jute cord, a lighter, some clay, and some spray paint. Starting with our wine bottle, we need to remove the sticker. Removing stickers is so hard, but I've learned to do it with a spoon. It makes things easier. You can use some Goo Gone, just scrub the hell out of that thing. And you'll be left with a clean bottle. Now here is where I made some mistakes. I know. So our goal here is to cut this glass without a glass cutter. So I'm just going to cut a strip of jute cord and tie it around the wine bottle where I want it to be cut. I jumped the gun Put some water in my sink, some cold water. That's why these cold water bottles are in there. I know, you can shame me, what a waste of water, right? And I attempted to set the jute cord on fire and then dunk it in the cold water. Fail number 1, and the only fail for this video. So what I learned is that you should tie the string a couple of times around the wine bottle or whatever glass you're cutting. Next, you want to soak the string in something flammable. Usually that's something in an aerosol can. I use WD-40 for this. Now be careful. This is really, really dangerous if you're not doing it properly, but you want to set the string on fire, literally. So I did it a couple times, you know, I was a little overzealous here, but you want it to really be on fire. Then you want to spin the bottle around just so that the fire reaches all areas where you tied the string. This will heat up only a certain portion of the glass, so when we dunk it in the water and it experiences a drastic temperature change, then is when the glass cracks. And you just want to remove the string and you're left with 2 pieces out of 1. You want to sand the edges down. They don't need to be perfect because we're going to cover them up, but you don't want any sharp edges. To give these a little more pizzazz, I took them outside and spray painted them. I painted the top portion a matte black color, and then I painted the bottom portion the terracotta spray paint that everybody is so into right now. I know, so fetch. And this is how they should come out. Looking cute, looking solid. But it's still looking a little plain, so we're gonna add some clay. I'm going to use like the alternate clay colors just so that there's some contrast. I'm going to use the black clay for the terracotta pot. It is a pot now, no longer a wine glass bottle. I'm just going to roll out some clay, cut it in half, and then apply it to the rim of the glass. And you want this to look really organic. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I'm going to do the same thing for the bottom of that top portion with some off-white clay. And I use both of these as vases. For our third and last project, we're going to be making some earrings. This is my first time actually making jewelry of any type, and it's a gift from my mother's birthday, which already passed. So if she sees this video, it's fine. For this project, you'll need clay, fishhook earrings and jump rings, some wire, and wire cutters. I'm just going to make one set of earrings on camera. And I'll just need 2 of the fish hooks and then 2 medium and 2 large jump rings. Taking our wire, I'm just going to cut some wire so that I can make the base of the earring. Don't quote me, but I would say this is about 5 inches. Then I'm going to roll out some clay. Cut it in the middle because we're going to be putting the black clay in the middle. And then just stick the wire into the clay and mold the clay around the wire. You might need to roll it a little bit too. By the way, I used a 12 gauge wire, which is not really for jewelry, but it's what I had on hand. I'm going to slide the clay out a little bit just so we have enough gap in the middle and remove some of the excess clay from each end. I'm going to roll some black clay too for the middle portion and do the same thing. Next, I'm going to bend the earring into a teardrop shape and fold over the excess pieces at the top. Your clay may get a little bent out of shape here, literally. Tell it to calm down, you'll fix it later. And these pliers are super helpful for bending the wire into shape. Now I'm gonna open the large jump ring and put the earring that we made through that. Then I'm gonna close it up. Taking the medium jump ring, I'm gonna open that up, put the fish hook through it, and then put that through the large jump ring. I'm basically just connecting the 3 pieces. I made 3 sets of earrings, one with an air dry foam clay that I'll leave linked below. And here's how they look. All right, we're back. I'm really liking the first project that we did with the faux eucalyptus. I thought that looked so cute and really simple. But please tell me what your favorite project was in the comments down below. If you're feeling lucky, you can go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And if you're not feeling lucky, I'm so sorry, but I hope to see you again in the near future. I hope that all of you are staying safe out there and wearing masks when you go outside, not hanging around too many people. This isn't over yet, and I do hope you're staying safe. Also, a reminder that Black Lives Matter and that Breonna Taylor's murderers are still police officers. If you want to learn more about Black Lives Matter, I've linked the syllabus in the description bar below. And as always, thanks for watching. Maybe this would have been a better background. Look at the leaves. I'm all green, matching the leaves. Okay.